Call the meeting to order. This is the Townsend Finance Committee, and we'll call the meeting to order at 6:13 p.m. Roll call attendance, please.
Sharon Bazikas, Mary Jane Churchville here.
Kathleen Spofford here.
John Hayes, present. With that, we have 4 members present in the room. I don't see any online. But we do have a quorum, so we are good to continue. This meeting is being canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go home. It's only one day. I was too much. Meeting is being recorded. It will be available for playback on the local cable channels and also on YouTube. Townsend. Is there anyone else reporting the meeting?
Yes, I'm going to be recording the canceled meeting. Thank you. I think you guys muted yourself somehow.
Can you hear us, Cindy?
Can you hear us now, Cindy?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. There's the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was also, yeah.
They can't hear us. Cindy can't hear us, so no one else can. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I missed it. Did you fix it? Yeah. Okay.
I really like it much.
Whatever. Maybe hear it now. Yeah. It's the right time when I said, is it ready recording?
Oh,
She can't hurt us to start recording, so. Hey, Cam, are you in the office able to hear us?
I can hear you like barely. It's like barely coming through.
Okay. That was TCAM. So.
We can hear you now. Don't touch anything.
Okay.
Oh, great. Hooray.
Okay.
It seems
Okay.
like when I unmuted before and then muted again, we lost sound. And then when he just came on and spoke to you, he came back. So
Okay.
it's something, it's the owl doing something, but it's getting triggered by us doing something. It's probably got a loose wire or something.
Yep. Kind of like it's the owl being a bat hanging from the ceiling. You think.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, again, there were no additions or deletions from the posting. So moving into the work session, the first item I have is minutes review. The March 31st minutes.
But we don't have them because Carol's not here.
The March 31st were out. We can review them, move this to the next agenda if you haven't seen them.
I have been.
I haven't
Okay.
seen, did she send it to me?
You're on, I really.
You never get
Yeah.
emails.
Did we,
You got
did
these
we
emails?
review
Yes.
minutes the other night too?
We did seven,
The 17th, I think.
yeah,
I did not review the 31st.
okay, that's fine.
Oh,
It's kind of like,
Was review.
so we'll take
I was very
the
good.
minutes
Sharon.
review
I
and move
was
it
very
to
good. I didn't send you anything.
Okay.
next agenda. It's,
Quiet
we're
and
just trying to
just-
stay on top of them and
Oh, yeah, definitely.
keep them reviewed and get them to town clerk.
Unlike HDC.
The way we've been going, item 2 was hiring freeze exceptions, if any. That's a placeholder because they have been coming in. There's no additional exceptions to the hiring freeze for tonight's menu.
Did we do recycling already?
We did a little bit of recycling.
No,
Last-
you're talking about the position, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
Yes,
that.
we approved that, and Carver wrote back and said that, select board had also recommended it, so she's gonna move forward with the hiring for the attendant. Okay, next item, we had wanted to bring, Betty May in and have a discussion with the Memorial Day band concert.
Okay, let's go.
But
This is gonna be your night.
this is,
Betty's on that. Would you like to come over and join? Yes, she is. Look, for sure.
this is the BBA which is this year, so,
Hey, so what's, yeah. We're here to board of selectmen?
okay.
Oh, no.
She's near the end, oh, yeah,
Cultural?
yeah, Memorial Day and band
Like
concert
library,
is line
On
720.
the even side, even odd
page
page?
22. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Oh, again, that's the BBA, that's this year's budget.
BBA.
This is FY 27 budget.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So what was it, 20, so what?
Line 779, 729.
720. Figure. 720. And this is Memorial Day.
That starts Memorial Day.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So we have 3 lines in account 660 for the Memorial Day.
Wow.
I'm not sure I know what's being recommended. I've heard so many different things that
Okay, the current version that has been provided was dated March 31st. And it appears as though it hasn't changed from Memorial Day from last year. So it's the same budget as last year.
so it's 1775, 3500 and 1330.
Correct.
No.
Oh,
no.
For Memorial Day?
3,300.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's down
I was gonna say, I thought somewhere I'd seen it, because I said to a couple of you, that I thought it was down.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the one, I did not.
So-
update this.
so
I
It's
got the file.
35 online too.
Yep.
35?
Well,
That's it's an earlier version, not the current.
Oh. You told me versions.
Right.
The track.
but I really,
I thought that Memorial Day was 5,000.
Total.
Yeah, 5,000, no, Memorial Day, that event is a $5,000, but that's not right?
Yeah, it could be all 3 lines.
6405.
What is it? No, I mean just one line. Memorial Day. Don't we have 3 lines for Memorial
Well,
Day?
it's 3 lines, other supplies, band services and professional services.
So what's that total together?
6405.
6405?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting mixed up. Okay. And then the bottom line is,
The last 2 are the band, for Memorial Day or?
no, for, the rest of the months, rest of the season. So,
9450 is what's here. Total.
the total?
Yeah.
No, that's a total band concert. Okay, just for the, concerts and other, concerts and other, it says other supplies.
Okay, the other supply line is at 400,
Okay, and the one above it is at,
9,050.
9,050, okay,
Yep,
that's not what I had,
9050.
okay. Okay,
For the Memorial Day is the 1775, so no change. The band services is reduced by 200 from last year at 3,300. And the other supplies remains at 1,330.
what are, wait a minute,
Throw it up so people were watching. this on
band
the screen.
services. Okay, so band
Yep.
service and other supplies,
Those are band concerts and that's accounts 692.
That she's still addressing Memorial Day.
Okay.
Yeah, Memorial
no,
Day.
okay,
Yeah, Jerry jumped down to the band concert.
I'll get right down to
Yeah, that's.
Well,
There's a
no,
lot
but
of-
seriously, so we have Memorial Day professional services. What's included in
the,
that?
okay.
Well,
Is that like the bus and?
it's in a gray area. Well, just usually I can play between the lines as long as I'm not, so you've got busing,
Okay,
Which comes under what?
professional services.
well, see, that's what I'm saying,
It's all kind of
It-
included in all,
Okay,
there's
all those lines.
There's busing. There's police,
oh, I don't know about the, about the police.
Yeah,
paying to have the school open to use the bathroom.
They charge us for that? Oh, sure, if they have to open if they have to open the building, they charge us.
And that's right on Memorial Day,
Yeah.
so it's a holiday.
Right,
would assume
usually on the Sunday.
On a Sunday.
but it's still,
Still,
Yeah,
It's-
Sundays.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's a
Full
small
day for
town,
school.
we've been doing this, that's how it works.
I feel of late, the last couple of years, even though they are charging, I think they're trying to keep it to the absolute minimum.
oh, okay.
And I mean, it's usually, well, last year or two, it's been 140.
Oh, okay.
that's-
So,
Okay,
but,
so
I
that's-
mean, it's
So that's
Sunday,
better.
Cleaning or
it's
whatever.
Sunday and
Exactly.
there's a certain amount of time period that the
Minimum
person
pay.
has to come in.
Right.
That's not bad.
So-
Yeah, that isn't bad.
But then also thrown in here, and again, it's like which line you put it on,
Right,
but there's some geraniums, there are the floral wreaths,
Okay, so where are you getting the floral wreaths? Where do those come from?
two that go in the cemetery, the ones that are part of
Okay,
the
yeah,
service.
alright,
We've been getting them from Devonis.
okay,
Pittsburgh.
alright. Alright, is he giving you a good price? And then, how about the flowers that you throw in the,
Okay, now, usually Devonis, and they have changed hands in the last
oh, I know
year or
that.
so.
Yeah.
They do save me basically dead flowers.
Things that are too
Oh,
old to put in arrangements.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so that's good.
So they
Yeah.
have been giving me
Right,
flowers for the bowl.
oh,
Now, some wreaths go in the river, and of course wreaths or something go on those 17 markers around town.
Oh,
No.
that's part of your memorial budget?
Well, it had been,
Uh-huh.
last couple of years, the people basically connected with the Legion have been nice enough to do some of this, to actually put up a little money to do something
For
with,
the vets.
with decorating those 17 markers that you
Yeah.
see on the street
Yep,
corners.
yep, I know what you're talking about.
was the flag committee involved in that at any point? Cause I volunteered to do, one of the.
Well, yeah, no, that was,
What
it
was
wasn't
that?
for the wreath.
No, it wasn't,
It
it was
was
just a
the-
marker.
It was the, yeah, but they do have a wreath on all the markers,
Right.
but the flowers around the bottom, they've asked the people, like I think Patty
Patty
does,
does,
the
yeah.
one on the
Right.
corner of Worcester Road.
Right, okay.
So whoever owns the property closest.
Oh, I see.
Well,
And
it's-
they've asked-
What's the other verb?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've asked for volunteers, but
That's
that
good.
was the Soldiers Memorial
Mhm.
for that part, but the wreaths, I believe, come from the Memorial Day.
Okay,
And as I say, the last couple of years, we've been lucky enough for somebody to donate some of this,
Right,
but you're not always sure that's gonna
happen.
happen.
Yeah,
So,
So you put, how many reeds in the water? 4? At each bar?
I truly don't know how many reeds go in the water.
Oh, do you get a lot of reeds? I mean, do you get 10 reeds or 5?
I thought it 2. I thought you just threw 2 in.
Obviously, we have
No,
not.
not.
Those stops, maybe?
There's 2 stops, yeah. There's, you
Okay.
know, well, that's what made me think 2.
In the cemeteries, where we have the services.
Okay.
There are the floral wreaths that go on and
Easel
Right,
or whatever it is, yeah.
Oh,
those are the ones we're getting from DeBonis.
okay.
Now, we also put wreaths here on Memorial Hall. Wreaths go to the Civil War Monument. Usually one goes to the Bath Cemetery. Of late, those wreaths in the last year or two have actually been made by people connected with the Legion, and they've gone out and they've collected the laurel and made them. So they, hasn't been a cost on those luckily for the last year or two.
Oh,
That's why you're maybe finding there's been some money in the budget that hasn't been spent, but there are some years that the costs come in, just like the busing may change, the police
Oh,
may
yeah.
change.
did you say the bonuses in Fitchburg?
Yeah,
Why aren't we using local?
like who? Okay.
Oh, Kings or Wilkins, I mean, who's that? I don't know.
And the quality we have gotten from the bonus for years, has been satisfactory.
And
Oh, I'm
they-
sure,
and they
that's
probably have a bigger,
bigger choice, maybe.
well, I'm thinking for the flowers that are donated by them,
Mhm.
they probably have more
Right.
than the local.
Mhm.
Yeah. that's
So if
probably
you get
true.
that deal, you know, you buy the wreath and you get all those flowers.
But have any local floral people offered to donate anything to you?
There is a florist in town that does save their
Mhm.
flowers that have gone by.
Okay. So there is some cooperation locally, right, that's good to know. I had no idea you had.
I know,
We're
I
thinking
know.
4 reeds.
I
what the
forgot
heck?
about, I did forget about the Ford Cemetery and the one here, or 2 here, or
There are 4 here.
4 here, and there's
yeah.
one on the common. I mean, they do add up,
Oh, yeah,
And those again, right now, we're not paying for.
yeah.
but if we have to, that's
Right, and
gonna be
that's
an
why
added
this-
expense.
So that's why you have your budget at what it is, in the event that,
That something happens.
got it, right?
It doesn't, something doesn't happen.
Right, if you don't get the donations, then.
Then you have to-
those-
So that's Memorial Day. Band concerts is another whole load.
Oh, we gotta talk about the occurrences, okay.
So, first of all, could you tell me, and then maybe you already have, what the band concert budget is?
It is $9,050.
That's without the 400.
Correct.
And, well,
Right.
that's-
But,
right, the 400 is on the other line for the other supplies. So there's 2 lines in Department 692 for the band concerts.
Okay, so how many band concerts are we planning to do?
And again, because the band concert season goes across fiscal year,
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
but, so this would be for FY 27 for July, bit of August, and then June of next year. So,
I don't know if this is an appropriate time for me to ask you, how much money is left in the budget for June of
Can
2020?
answer that. Kathy?
And I don't think about like,
yeah,
no,
we
those
just
are
have to
great,
get a
Kathy.
report.
Those are
that-
great questions, those are great.
Yeah.
well, it's just, my players are saying, you know, are we gonna get the play? Should we go play
Well,
somewhere else?
yeah.
Gonna promise they can
Yeah,
pay
we
us?
wanna be.
So on here, it just has Memorial Day.
Is it on the next, on the side?
I think someone has it set up so they maybe have the flag committee in between, but I have no idea.
Yeah,
why.
but you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
There it is.
Okay, so for band concerts, there's, the $400 in other supplies, plus the 2602
Correct.
for band services.
2602?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that will be used up for this June,
No, you don't do them,
Yeah.
you do 2 in June or what?
Usually 4.
In June?
See, that's why this is
Oh,
I was cut several times last year and some of it, I guess, just passed right over me and I didn't realize it. I mean, 2,600 doesn't quite even cover 2.
Well, let's think about this for a minute. All right, so obviously it's necessary to have the Memorial Day.
I think so.
I mean, that's a
Traditional,
necessary.
that's like,
That's,
Well, and that's,
but,
I mean,
that's untouched, so
that's
that's.
untouched,
Yeah.
but why, I mean, I think it's personally, I think it's too early to start. I think like the end of June would be a better time to start.
you mean cut out 2 or 3 of the June, cut off the 2 to 3
Yeah, because then
June.
you get July and August and then you get your real good weather in June sometime. Well, June can be very hot. June can be downright cold too.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can't be a weather forecast.
We've
No.
discussed this over the years, you and I have just discussed it on the side about causes.
Mm.
It's better, and I realize money's one issue, but it's better to kind of start in June, because obviously the weather plays a big factor in all these things, and we could start in June and still be playing at the end of August because of
Right.
Rain out.
We've had those.
Oh, rainy
never been
day,
so-
yeah.
And I'm hoping with the June situation that possibly, since band concerts on Memorial Day are tied together and have been for years purposely,
Well, of course.
that if there should be some that's not expended, that for Memorial Day, that possibly could augment. No, I'm not saying 4 concerts, I'm certainly
No,
not saying that.
no.
Oh, but you're talking about the one at Memorial Day.
It would be, again, it's in the last little bit of the year. It's 2 different accounts. We have municipal transfer requests that can happen.
So she has
It happened a lot.
$2,600 plus 400 for
Correct.
the month of June. And you're saying that that's not gonna cover what you have to cover for 4 concerts?
Absolutely not. I'm sorry. I didn't-
No, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, no,
it's
I mean,
kind of like
you're
FY
in fact,
20,
right.
yeah, FY 26 is,
So what does it cost you per concert for the,
Varies between 13 and 1,400. Again, I'm more just bringing that
mhm.
up to see what happens. I realize the bigger issue is the next fiscal year.
13 to 14? That depends on how many people you have, correct? Is that how it's driven by numbers?
There were people that's how the numbers driven, right?
Pretty much, yes. As I say, my bigger concern is the next amount, because if you're telling me it's 9,050,
Yeah,
No, that's
I'm
from July and
understanding it's gonna be a sore subject, and I do apologize for it. But nothing, you've been very fortunate through the years to have the town sponsor your concerts. Some towns don't do it at all. Airport does not have any money given to them. They have to raise every single nickel. And even when building that bandstand, they received nothing from the town. So you've been very fortunate through the years, Ben.
well, the other towns that I've played in, most of the other towns are town funded, but
Now, they've been very fortunate too.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're talking,
That's-
But we're talking a very lean year here
yeah, and last year and next year.
and next year.
And I'm going to tell you that I have reached out for grants.
Oh, good.
I've already, but that's gonna handle 2. That's all it's gonna handle is.
Handle 2
It'll handle
concerts. Well, 2's better than none.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate your effort in trying to keep the budget down.
And I think in both cases, well, it was Amanda Dwight, it was the cultural council, and I'm not sure in either case they've ever expended as much, but they just felt it was so important to keep the
Well, it is,
concerts going.
Because the concerts are very important.
So, but I don't know if there's anything you can do to increase the $9,050, but at least I bring it to your attention.
Oh, so what's it increased? Good for you, Betsy.
Well, it's gone from 14,900 down, it's down 5,000, it's not.
From, yeah.
From,
So 4 in June,
Okay,
and
so
how
that
many,
covers about 7 concerts.
that's 7 concerts and 9,050?
Yeah. So that's, I mean,
So that's July,
1,500.
August,
Yeah,
and then
that's at 1,300.
That's, oh, that's a 1,300.
right, so, yeah, I mean, maybe that's the piece, we try to keep it on the lower end of it. And to your point,
Do
1,300.
you, when your concert members come, it's the same number of people that come every week? I mean, like, do you have 5 trombones and do you have 5 bugles, or does it change?
It changes some. And it's more,
Well, let me ask you this, could you do with less people?
not below this 1,300, that's.
No, I mean, less people.
Right, yeah, is there some subset of music
No.
that can be played
No.
with less people?
I mean, the original basically was when I asked for the 14.9 couple years back, that was what I considered a full complement then. And fortunately, like if you have one drummer who's playing a drum set, that's opposed to having 2 or 3 people you might normally have, but you've got to have a particular person who's capable of doing all that and playing all the parts, and so, you know, it's the size isn't gonna get cut down. I mean, what's gonna get cut is numbers of concerts, if that's what it gets down.
well, I think that Jerry has a point,
Or
that
fundraising?
June is, well, I mean, that's in my next thing, but
Yeah, okay,
in terms of, I agree that 2 in June, well, does that include the Memorial Day? It doesn't, okay, so 2 in June, last 2 weeks of June. What, there'll be 4 in July,
4 or 5,
Well-
depending on.
and 2 in August, right? You end middle of August.
Middle of August, that way, and you try to,
But then you have carryover sometimes when it rain out.
Oh, she's right.
right.
You know, sometimes you could have 3 weeks in a row, it gets rained out.
So this year, July has 5 Thursdays.
That'd be
Does it
7.
really makes, I mean, the kids go back to school the last week of August, does it really make sense to have a concert that
I
week?
don't think she does.
Depends how it plays out with the weather.
Well, can you, if it rains, can you just like not have a stand
No.
and play it? You know, just put up
Depends
with
on
it.
the situation. You know, like tumble down the end of the season and all of a sudden you have no players the last week in August, then that's one thing.
Mhm.
But you also, if you're having lawn parties, there are groups that are only say available in June. They don't.
Well, let's get back to the lawn parties then. I know you don't care for the food trucks. But they do give a percentage. That would be a way of raising some money.
At one point, the decision was made by the selectmen not to have food trucks some years back. It was something years back.
Well, because we've had food trucks since then, though.
They were
But
not-
not-
That's a big
not-
one.
At a band concert. Well, what's wrong with having a food truck at a band concert?
I have no objection to that. I mean,
Because, I'm sorry.
I know, you go ahead.
Because the town basically is paying us to play. Let's face it, you have a food truck, they may give you $50, they might give you $100, but it's a private business that's making money.
Oh, is that the issue that the selectmen had? That
Right,
something-
well, maybe that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, maybe that's where our issues
Maybe
are.
that-
If the select,
But I mean,
And it
if
depends
the
on the
food
contract.
truck
with the
is
food
giving
truck,
you,
right?
I would
if
think,
a food truck is giving you,
say $50.
okay, $50.
10%.
So if you have 3 food trucks,
$150.
and how much are you making, and, you know, how much you're making otherwise?
No, she doesn't make any because
It goes to the,
It goes to the organization, but you have a hard time getting organizations to do it.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
I mean, the same group that
Well,
these
yeah.
individuals are
Yeah.
in, it's like the organization's gun home wants it, and then they say they can't do it.
yeah, oh yeah. I thought last year, the relationship with recreation and band concerts would be a very good marriage, but
Yeah, I agree.
it didn't work out.
But at this point, I think it's probably what funding there is for the band.
Yes.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
I'm hearing your thoughts, but
Yeah, I guess it's a number of concerts and the number of players,
concerts
and the number of players, I mean, that's where the money
Right,
is
that's
going.
right, and it goes pretty quick.
No, I know for a fact that, well, I don't know for a fact, I shouldn't even say it, but because the town is having their 250th. Has anybody contacted you about anything for that?
Oh, the 300?
250th.
250.
The 250 for America, okay,
Yeah.
no.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
you don't wanna get into
Well,
that.
but versus,
Nobody
That's
contacted you.
What I believe that what is being voiced here is incorrect. The 250th, that they are planning on June 20th,
Right,
is the 250th anniversary
Right,
of when the town of Townsend
correct,
right,
said they wanted.
to get an award,
Independence.
right.
right,
It's not part of the, I mean, it may be parallel to the country's
okay,
250.
right, exactly.
So that's what,
That's a whole different deal.
that's a whole different deal.
I knew that.
Have I been contacted fairly recently, within a couple of months? And I am not sure whether or not I can muster players, because it's on a date that's conflicting with other
Other
communities
events,
where other people play. And that's something I'm in contact with the people
So
that.
that's independent than your program, so they haven't.
And they should, and if that group really wants her to play, then they should pay her.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not
Oh, they
good of
would.
the town.
No,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no. If we play for them, it's money they have raised.
Okay, okay.
No.
Okay, so
No,
that's,
the only thing I'm talking about is Thursday night band concert.
you're con.
Yeah, that's a whole
That's
separate
a whole
thing.
different deal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep that
Okay.
straight.
Yeah, so,
I should glad I came.
Yes, we
we
are.
are actually,
We are
yeah.
glad you
we
came.
got details we didn't know.
I mean, I had no idea that was the number for the Memorial Day, but I didn't know the scope of the wreath.
I didn't
Wreaths, I
either.
mean, that's,
No, I don't.
Yeah,
we didn't have
that's-
the- I didn't have.
I
any-
really feel very comfortable about the Memorial Day, now that you've explained it, I can see, cause I see the wreaths.
Day
and
is
look at them.
necessary,
Yeah.
I don't even think that.
Band concerts, I'm still, I don't know. Number or band people, those were only places to cut.
It's concerts of people.
Right,
Right, and that's gonna be Betty's decision.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can't
right,
tell her what to do, we
absolutely.
can tell her we're not gonna give you the money, but she's gotta figure out,
right,
How
and
that
it's not
all
up for us,
yeah, it's not our thing, but.
yeah, it's kind of like the select board presents the budget and we approve or recommend.
But we're saying $10,000 plus or minus for
With
the
those two items.
possibly 8 concerts, because if it rains, you don't have the concert. Do you have to pay the people?
Well, she likes to put it back to the other end to replace the concerts, that's what you try to do.
Oh.
So,
Or is it better to schedule where we're tight on money is like in every other week, so if you have a rain date, it moves the following week.
Yeah.
Okay, that's,
I
I
can
just
understand
see
why you
the.
would want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
well, you
Very
get people coming every
yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
people are gonna say, well, it's Thursday night.
Right.
But they're gonna say it's Thursday night starting June 20th or June 28th
Right,
to August
Yep.
16th.
correct.
They're not gonna say, oh,
Right.
which Thursday is this? I
That's
gotta
what I
remember to
mean.
go.
That's right.
That would screw everybody up.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work.
And
I
then
wouldn't either.
this Thursday was beautiful weather, no concert. The next Thursday.
It rains.
It rains, no concert, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so,
So it's.
And that's why I was thinking if you did every other, you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
that built-in rain date to.
to carry it
You
over.
could have
Carry it
rain agreed with us.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, well, it sometimes it rains 2 and 3. You
Oh,
know,
no,
I
you
know.
lost a lot of concerts last year, didn't you?
Right.
The last couple of years.
I was looking at, do you do a concert near the Thursday around the 4th of July sometime, or is that a week off? Like, this year, it's Thursday the 2nd and Thursday the 9th. Just my history with having a business in the area is those are dry weeks. There's nobody.
Oh, people there?
Nobody's in town to go.
Oh,
So
no,
we should go.
no, because you
Yeah.
have a lot of senior citizens that don't leave and band concerts.
Okay, they're,
I just
it's kind of like,
wanted to add
I'm just throwing it out because of,
Yeah.
of experience.
I wish there was a way-
experiences.
To get games for the kids to play,
Mm.
I think
to
it'd be
bring it
bigger
back
for us.
to what it was when my kids were young.
Well, I mean,
They
that,
had
that's a
games.
thing that I really believe that the recreation department should be
Involved.
involved.
Right,
It's a crazy word
It's-
to use,
it's-
but
yeah, no, it's kind of like in conjunction, you get a couple of different town departments working together. Working together.
but then again, Betty gives any money that's raised to that
Mhm.
sponsor, so you don't keep any to offset your expenses.
Exactly.
So that's another
So it's a
side.
fundraiser for the,
Right.
It's
For
for their
whoever is doing,
fundraiser.
instead of
Exactly.
for
exactly,
the town for her
right,
concert.
it goes to the. Boy
So she's
Scouts or
giving them an
whatever.
opportunity to make, essentially.
Yes,
And just to go back to the 4th of July for
Mhm.
a second, I guess it was Kathy made the comment that some senior citizens don't leave town. I mean, obviously, we're all in the teenage group sitting here.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, thanks, Betty.
But,
so.
but there are people, say, in town that might not possibly come on another Thursday night, but it's like, oh, that's what they can do on the 4th of July.
Yeah,
You know, so
Yeah.
it's two different mentalities.
yeah.
That's the same with Memorial Day, unfortunately.
Mhm.
You know, there are people that Memorial Day is going to the beach. It's not what
The start of
Memorial
summer.
Day really
Wow.
is, which
Right.
obviously a
Like,
lot of us
Mhm.
have strong feelings, but.
Right, right. No, I agree.
right, no, it's kind of like,
So basically, as I said, I'm here to see what, if anything, you can do for me financially. And you may tell me you can't do anything and you're gonna make it worse since I came in than it was when I walked through the door.
I,
No, I don't think
No, we're not gonna do
that.
that. I mean,
No.
I,
no, it's kind of like, I think the other part of it is, we want to keep it going. We know it costs more money to do a full set of concerts.
yeah,
And what are the opportunities? That's last two meetings ago, we were throwing out the ideas of what potential for additional fundraising
right,
there
right,
could be.
right.
It's kind of like, because the town is not in a position to be able to fund everything fully. We're cutting back.
And
pretty
that's not, and let's
every-
face it, it's not an essential
Mhm.
service. I mean,
Right.
I understand, no, it's,
It's,
I mean, it's not fireplace
Yeah.
roads.
right, it's,
Right.
I mean, I don't
It's
think
not-
it's belittle it at all, believe me, because I love pleasure.
it's not safety and it's not a
Essential
required
services.
essential services that have to be done
Right. But
based on mass.
health, mental health, get out.
It is, to get
Get
out,
outside,
Yeah,
you're with
Yeah,
your friends
culture,
and
culture health.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean,
it's
Yeah.
people you might not have seen, you know.
Oh, no, it's a community event, I think, I'd like to see it bigger, I'd like to
Hmm.
see it
I'd like to see it
explode,
bigger.
I'd like to see more stuff going on, like Kathy said back in the day. But that's not what we can do, I mean, that's a committee we're not on.
You're on that committee.
economic development.
Yeah,
I've
economic
been on the
It should
band
be.
committee.
but maybe there should be a band concert committee.
There is, aren't you the band concert committee? There you go.
But you're it,
Hey, you're it.
Right.
but it's a
Not paying
committee of
you.
one,
Um,
and you like it that way.
I'm just thinking attendance. Have you done anything with Groton Hills to advertise on any booklet or anything that says come to Townsend on Thursday night for concerts?
But who cares, it's not gonna give her any more.
No, it may not give more money, but it will get people coming out, visiting, maybe
Is
there's
she
a
gonna have to
donation.
pay for that advertising?
That's $400 if she didn't use
Yeah,
this year.
yeah, that's $400.
So,
And it's not that, but if people are in for Groton Hill and they say, what else is going on around the area? Whether it's a link on a website, whether, which is probably.
Is there, is you
Can
use
we-
a website link or anything like that?
I don't have a website though.
She's part of
The
the
town
town,
does.
she's part of the town, yeah.
So it goes on the town.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Sure.
is it possible, and I don't know if it's legal or not, to put a donation box out? I don't know if
We
it's
do
legal.
it 50/50, right? You do it every year,
Oh.
every week?
Okay,
We do.
but
Okay, but is it for
I know.
the group or is
Yes.
it for the band?
It's for the group that sponsors.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think Kathy, I would prefer not to go to the donation route. Now, I know it's very good, in theory, you can get money.
Mhm.
But one thing we've always said about the concerts is anybody can come and not
Free.
feel they have to spend
Mhm.
money.
But still working on that, is it something we should include in a mailing that goes out to everybody, like tax bills or whatever, that we include a letter for donations for band concerts? Similar
But
to
you
what the
could, you
library.
could do, couldn't you
What?
do like donations for the band concerts, donations for this, please specify what, you know, like
Like a menu?
like for the playground.
Right.
Kids Country
Yeah.
Playground, if they had something, donation for this, donation for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Please specify if you,
So what would she do if she got the money in donation?
okay, good point.
Well,
Well,
it would have to be set up
I think
to come into the general fund, but if there is, you could have an account linked to the general
Right.
fund
I-
specific for that.
if I might
Mhm.
respond.
Yeah, no, we're just
Well,
throwing out ideas.
because of this money that Amanda Dwight's approved one, Cultural Council's approved one.
Okay.
I believe that the town accountant is setting up a revolving, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yes, and it would be,
So these two donations, well, whatever,
Mhm.
grants,
Okay,
are
I
gonna go into this band concert.
revolving account.
And so, cause I was concerned which fiscal year they would be used on, plus I didn't wanna personally get a 1099 for the
Mhm.
whole band payroll. Well,
Okay, we got
I
it.
had this happen when I played in other towns in years gone by.
Oh,
So, if there were gonna be any donations, I don't think you wanna go to the general fund.
you wanna go on the revolving
Yeah.
fund
You
for
wanna
the
go
band
on
yeah.
something that's specifically
revolving,
Okay.
revolving fund is, I mean, the other piece that in, doing they set up multiple line item account numbers
Mhm.
in there. And so as you take it, it can hit a separate account number without being a revolving account. But
So if she did a
the difference-
revolving account and she had a Friends of the Band
Mhm.
concert.
Yep.
She could bring in donations because she'd be a 503C. So that's a great avenue to pursue because I believe with my heart and soul, people would absolutely
Mhm.
contribute to the band concert.
And-
I
And
believe that, don't
I
you,
think-
Kathy?
I think that might be the case, I mean, depending how things play out, I may be out baking places, I mean, some of you remember when I used to sell hot dogs and hamburgers to fund Memorial Day.
Yes.
But what I would prefer not to have is donations sought at a concert.
right, donation
This
box.
would not be that kind of.
Because
Yeah,
I think,
no,
people are proud,
yes,
and it's like, they don't want the person sitting next to them to give money,
yeah.
and they feel like, well, gee, we're really not in a position to.
No, that's
You're getting the
very,
50/50 and as you get, I mean,
Mm,
It has nothing to do with the band.
That was for the VFW or something.
What about
Maybe so.
organization is running the lawn pad?
Does
that
that-
money, that I have.
yeah, that goes to that. So she's gonna have a Friends of the Band concert side,
mhm. Right, yeah, like
and
that.
then that specific
I
would,
think you'd get more, I think you'd get some money.
I think it's a great idea. So this is the last year she's gonna use for any money, 'cause she's gonna bring
She's gonna,
Well,
20 grand. We'll have concerts all year long.
and with the two that you mentioned, I haven't looked. Does the state have any, grants that can be applied for
I
to?
think the cultural
Individual.
council money is
It was state money, it
Okay,
is.
so it's not a local cultural,
applied to the town.
Well, the town disperses
They get their
it.
money
On
from
the
the
state.
state.
okay.
Well,
mean-
many years
Mhm.
back, I used to get some money from Amanda Dwight, and I'm probably talking 20 years, 30 years ago. 'Cause I mean, I have been
Mhm.
doing this since 1969.
Oh,
When you
that's
were
all?
3 years old?
So, there was a time when Amanda Dwight did fund a couple of concerts, but then basically people said, get it from the.
I think we should really explore that and consider this last year that Betty's gonna ask for money. I really do think that's a great idea.
If it self-sustains and it's not counting on the budget, then you're not.
And I think
you're
it
not
will
being-
grow, because if people are gonna put money up, they're gonna go. They're gonna wanna see what's going
Well,
on.
their businesses, I think,
You should see the money they're bringing in for 250.
yeah, good. Well,
Okay.
So, but asking
I
is
think
important,
Mhm.
organizing and asking, and then watch what happens.
exactly.
This is it, babe, this is your year, this is it. Next
The
year, it's
transition,
gonna
yeah.
be 20,
Transition.
30,000, you'll have, right, you won't even have to
Oh,
ask
wow.
them. You don't have to sit here and plead your case.
Okay,
So what are we gonna recommend? We taking a motion, or are we gonna talk about it?
You wanna make a motion?
I don't know yet.
well, I guess,
You're not
if-
gonna cut it.
yeah, no,
No, we're
our
not gonna cut it.
recommendation would be to
I think we
approve.
should take the $10,000 from, that they lowered the town administrator salary and put it in
Oh,
there.
Karen's,
You know.
that I took from him, yeah, yeah, it's coming out of.
Yeah,
Town
but again, that, I mentioned that yellow was a change, it really wasn't, that's the one, in what we had reviewed the other day, the yellow was indicating that it's not firm yet.
Oh, okay.
It could change.
So Betty Frank could change?
No, hers is not yellow.
No,
Oh,
It
okay.
kind of, so,
Yeah, hers-
right now, so I guess if
But
we're,
where's her stand at now? Total,
for each, or,
no, for the whole deal.
101.
17.
No, I take that back.
16.
15,855.
15,855.
for both Memorial Day and
Yes.
the band concert,
Yes,
which are separate.
so we're gonna find $20,000.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, say again what you think it is, please.
$15,855. 18.
Yes, both of them,
One
both of them
five,
together, but
eight.
Yeah, that's.
they're really not, yeah. They're,
Yeah,
that,
and
just,
if you do have money left from Memorial Day, I don't know that you will, but you can do a.
right, but if there's more donations on some of the things that were gonna be expenses, there may be money there, and because they're different department numbers and municipal transfer requests in the last 2 months of our fiscal year is allowed, it has to be signed by both, select board and finance committee in order to approve it. But it is a tool that you have to, work budget.
But on this, it's all one budget.
That's right.
Um,
That's what I'm saying, I think we.
But if you look at the-
On the-
if,
Oh,
Hold
on the
it, right,
PVA,
if you look on the BBA and if you look at the account number,
it's different. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the account number on the BBA on the?
It's 660 and 692.
correct,
It's two different account
it's
numbers.
two different account numbers.
I didn't know that.
690.
Geez, maybe we should change that.
That's a possibility, then you
Maybe.
don't,
And then
Six
it
we
becomes more
have
flexible.
whatever, yeah.
And again, it may be when certain things came into the budget, and that's why, and then the flight committee ended up with 690, and that's why you've got, it looks like flight committee is in between.
I have no idea date-wise when these two were put together, but I can remember being in some hotel somewhere in another part of the country,
Oh,
getting a call from Beverly Sleeper, who was,
Oh, that was a long time ago, yeah.
what was she? Was
She was the executive secretary.
executive secretary, and it was some budget situation, and they needed some money to do something, and she said, is it okay with you if we put these together? Cause you can maybe give up a little money and whatever it was to fund the other, and I said, okay, and I really think in the accounting office, they pretty much view it as cause occasionally, like a geranium comes out of a band concert budget, and it's like, oh, I think I put it in this Memorial Day, but,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's why you said it was.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So the chances are, if I don't expend everything for Memorial Day, the chances are it might help me with,
With a little,
The band.
yeah, For June.
to get through June.
I know we have a difference of opinion how many concerts we should have in June, but I think I'm probably gonna shoot for at least 3.
Well, 3's better than 4.
Well, that's a
And
lot, yeah,
$1,300,
but
right?
that would all be dependent on your budget. If there's 2,600 and there's nothing coming in, or not enough to cover.
And what,
Can she move, if she has money for Memorial Day, can she move that?
Well, that's what I'm talking about,
Oh,
the
yeah,
municipal
yeah.
transfer request.
Oh, cause she can do what she wants with an earnings.
Yeah, within a section.
Yeah.
But because they're 2 different department numbers, you can't take it from 660 to go to 692.
So include.
You have, that's when, because it's taking it
100.
from one department and putting it in another department,
So
even though
other supplies.
that's where the transfer has to be. Yep,
so maybe I should be listening to you on.
No,
yeah,
no.
no. It's just explaining.
Okay,
Trying to fill me in
all
on
right,
Yeah.
thank you.
what I don't understand.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's,
No, I realize
you've been through one end of the fiscal year, so you've only seen it once, so I don't, it's, you know,
Right,
that was
I
10
really
months ago.
understood what you said.
Yeah.
So, so what we have to do is, help Betty with the Friends of the Band Club.
Right. Yeah, right, gotta raise some money.
And if you have spot, I mean, on this committee, that's the band concert committee, can you take volunteers
Volunteers for what?
to be on the committee?
I am the band concert coordinator, and,
Help it.
I think it works best that way.
Okay, so we're not having anybody else in the sandbox. Get it? We gotta get
But
the.
you can't play in the sandbox alone.
But no,
Right.
we'll work this out outside of FinCom.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That sounds good, right, yeah.
All right,
Derby Day
It's
is
gonna be a
coming
good
up.
year.
Coming up to Derby Day.
Ooh, Derby Day, a race around comic.
I think they're talking about all putting on hats and going to something.
Yes, it's like a Derby fest.
Like it,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
there's always Kentucky
We
Derby.
did that last.
I know, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, you won.
Okay,
I
sorry.
got the girls on it though, I'm
Yeah.
telling the girls, we're going to all the horse.
All right, so I'm dismissed.
You, if you have no other questions?
You don't wanna
Yeah.
hang around and see what we're gonna do to other people?
Well, I don't think you really, I'm not,
We really didn't do anything.
right,
We did an inquisition, we got what information that we needed, we made a decision. I thought it was-
And it's just you that we, you know, it's like, what is this for? What do you?
Well, that's what I'm
comes out
saying.
of
She's
this?
giving us more information than we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Which is
Absolutely.
really
well,
huge.
it's only because I wanted him, is what kind of started this whole thing. I initiated a conversation here in the building with him
But
one day.
it was I didn't have your email address, and so the cornering was fine because everybody said, can you bring in Betty May? And I hadn't worked on trying to figure out how to contact her, so it was
I
mutual.
called her in Florida and she.
It was a Florida call.
Don't feel bad, I called her one time when she was on a boat, on a sailboat.
In the sailboat.
In Florida.
No, I was in the Caribbean.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
can you work the election?
I don't think so.
All right,
So-
well,
Okay, Benny.
all set.
thank you
Kinda
for
like,
listening.
you can have your
Well, thank you
evening
for
back.
giving us the information.
Thank you,
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
that was good.
Yeah, because we were ready to cut the whole program.
I don't quite believe that one.
Because we don't have the power to do it, we have recommendation.
Yeah, we only recommend no
Yeah.
one listens to us,
Yep.
but we talk
So,
about it.
but, you know, the recommendation would be no lower than where
But
it is.
I think the taxpayer should know.
Sure.
I mean, the
Yeah.
rates, I've lived here my whole life and I didn't realize that you put all those, that you are the.
Right, I
I
didn't,
had not a clue,
I
and I live right next to one, my sister takes care of the one on Worcester Road. I did not know that.
Memorial Day at one time used to cover a geranium for every veteran's grave.
Oh, my goodness.
And the reason we stopped having a geranium at every veteran's grave is there weren't enough people to put them out, plus the cost of having a geranium at every veteran's grave.
Hmm.
What does Clayton have to say about that? He could give us geraniums.
Well, he's.
That's a lot of geraniums.
Accommodating in what he gives for
I think,
prices.
Yeah, he's great on price, he really
Prices
is,
are
yeah.
good.
Yeah, very
But we
much.
should ask him about the geraniums.
Well, you know,
How many
the
veterans?
thing is, you'd have
I mean, look how
to,
many
you'd have to
flags
know a
you put
year
up.
in advance
Oh, that's true.
Right.
because he would.
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to-
cause you have to see.
And then-
Because
Yeah.
how many flags do we put out every year?
Oh,
There's a lot of
well, that's what I'm
flags.
saying.
Yeah, and I'm just saying somebody used to have.
No, I think,
Right.
I think that's a great, I mean, that's
It's,
honor.
right, it's a,
But I'm sure they would appreciate people putting out flags when it's time to put them out, because usually they don't seem to have enough people show up.
I've been doing that with Joe Mazzola for years when he
Yeah.
took
And I'm
over.
sure,
Kathy, when you call me, I would come, I'm down cemetery as much as Betty, cause I see her all the time down there.
That's one thing,
I take care of
I
five
used to
grades now.
close the clerk's office that morning because I felt it was community service.
I would definitely help you put the flags out. How long can that
And
possibly
then
take?
Joe and I used to, but until COVID, Joe and I would split the cost of, a sandwich tray and salad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And cookies.
Oh, you mean for the flag?
For
For
the
the
people
people
that did
doing
it,
it.
they'd come back here and that came out of our pocket. Didn't come out of the town at all.
one time, didn't you have inmates?
Oh, I don't remember
Did
the name.
inmates put out flags?
Did they? From Concord?
I'm not sure,
They
maybe it was
from
to
Shirley.
inmates.
Oh, from Shirley
Shirley,
Industrial?
Yeah.
Oh, they've done stuff here before,
Yes.
painting the, garage they did one year.
And for healthy authority to clean up, spring cleanup and.
Yeah, they did, I think they did work on the recreation. building too.
well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Ben.
thanks,
Very
Ben.
informative.
Wasn't going to the dentist, yeah.
Actually, it was kind of
Oh, it
nice
was
to have
fun.
somebody else to talk to.
Wait a minute, it was fun.
Wondering what issues you may cause for me.
Well, let's hope we're not,
No.
we don't, we,
No.
if we do, we're not planning, we don't.
We
plan.
apologize in
We're
advance.
trying to- Yeah, apologize in advance, we're trying to be helpful and find a way to keep it moving. forward.
Yeah. We do wanna bring it back though, in our heart, we wanna bring it back to the old days. We really would like.
I know, I'm thinking I should just get some balloons and helium and start selling.
Well,
balloons.
You
So
go,
again, if you people wanna have some group that raises funds, why don't you let me know about it and do it?
Okay,
what the
I was
presentation.
just saying, a couple of years in a row, the select board had gone
Oh, I
over.
don't know, can I bring it up?
With-
They're cooking for the, kids' country playground.
Okay, so.
What?
Just, I was just remembering that the select board went over and had cooked it at one of the.
Oh, that's right,
The kids' country playground.
that's right,
It's
exactly.
a
Right.
project.
Yeah.
They're doing, are they doing it again? Is any plans for
Well,
them?
first of all, I have to know, this is gonna sound fresh, but I need to know how many concerts I'm gonna have
Oh,
before I can start saying,
How many-
okay,
Yeah.
is the fire department gonna do fire EMS Relief Association,
oh,
Right,
please.
right.
you know,
No,
or,
no, we know.
or
Right.
the Run Gun Club, or,
Was it at a band concert that they had a dunking tank and Greg Barnes was
No.
the guy sitting up
Well,
on
fire
there?
department used to have a dunk tank.
But they had one not too long ago at Dunk Tank, didn't they?
I don't know, I remember
Sorry.
Greg Barnes being there.
we gotta,
We
yeah,
got,
we can.
Yeah.
See if we can.
point of order.
Okay.
Yep, we,
Point of order.
I'm sorry.
reminiscing is good.
Reminiscing.
Yeah, I know.
We have,
But Betty, I gotta, you really, get a new group, of people who make you the cooking. I'll contact you. I have your number. I don't have your, what's your email though? Do you have,
I can forward it to
do
you.
you have it? Okay.
I do now.
Okay.
So we know where to get you.
Harrison has it.
With the-
I bet if I had gone to, Sabrina, I could have got it there, but wasn't thinking clearly.
Did you get emails from me?
I replied to it too.
Then you have her address and she can pop
Right,
up
that's,
automatically.
right, yeah, that's right.
You have me too.
Of course she does.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Then why are you surprised that,
She doesn't remember getting any from
Oh.
me.
It sounds that way. It's kind
Oh,
of, so,
that's what I was questioning.
well, you might not have been on the
Those
list.
phone calls, and then they didn't seem to produce anything, and since I had all sorts of other people waiting for me to determine if I was doing a meeting with them, is why I finally called
Me,
you,
right?
yeah.
and then I called you,
Yeah.
and then I got a lovely email.
Yep, no, the,
But we hear you on that, because we have that same.
yeah, it's kind of like it seems to happen, but
Yeah.
I got concerned because at work, the phone was out for 3 days. And I thought, well, maybe I'm being responded to, but if the phone doesn't ring,
You know.
so,
Yep.
all right. And then around for a couple of months to get my papers out of here and then
Okay.
enjoy each other's company.
Thank you, Betty. That was informative, and I'm real happy we spent time.
If you have any picture, don't throw any darts, please.
Okay.
Trick me.
Okay, no doubts on that.
it's electronic.
Oh.
You get a picture and you can click. No, I'm just-
Well, I didn't make you do that, I could have a lot of fun all day.
Um,
I can think about 12 people who do that, but.
now,
That was informative. I don't know, give up this week.
I know.
Wow, we were really loud
no,
in the week.
sounds like that.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
Well, you know what? She's right. She's 100% right. She's probably getting more video.
Mhm. Yeah, it's kind of like,
And a better shot and a better deal.
Yeah.
So much for time first.
No.
I think she's doing the right thing.
Sometimes you have,
it's kind of like,
sometimes you have to do the right, you know,
if you've been doing business with somebody.
she's probably been doing business with them for 20 years.
But they do quality, they've always done quality.
Yeah.
Beautiful things.
Okay, so
Okay.
Okay, so where are we?
where are we? I had
Room two.
continue with the omnibus review, which
Do we have to
was,
vote on her?
we can, that's something we haven't done in the room yet. And especially where the budget isn't settled, but if this
Right, maybe we should wait till the budget is.
is settled, but usually, and we have the other three members might be the way to go to.
Yeah,
But just for process wise,
Mhm.
we would recommend the budget as it stands and we'd vote on it for that
But I-
band concerts and
But
Memorial
I
Day.
do think that we
And-
should give her a nudge to get something going for next year, cause I do believe she could
Mhm.
supplement. Revolving fund would be a great way for her to go.
Which means there'll be a warrant article.
And I
coming
do
up.
feel though that she's been very fortunate over the years. to
Very
receive
good,
money.
right on.
There is.
Do
It's
it
kind of
very
like,
nicely.
yeah.
You do it so nicely. I'm so bullish and right out in front, and you're so, just want to tell you how wonderful, how lucky you
it's kind of, but in,
how blessed you are.
Yeah.
I would say Betty.
Get a grip.
Yeah.
but, so.
We're
we-
done.
The only thing we,
Can we make our own motion that we,
Do what?
okay.
we can make a motion.
No, it's all right. I'm
You're
good.
here. It's
No,
kind of like,
I'm good, I'm good.
I'm just making a note on my page that, on 4.9, we recommended this budget.
wait,
And we also said she can't have any more money after this year. Let's put that down.
Needs to be some.
Self-sufficient.
it would be nice
There you
to,
go.
again, another self-sufficient,
It's not self-sufficient, self-funding,
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 yeah,
except for,
right.
Well, except for the town services that they use.
Right,
well, yeah,
because there's
yeah,
there's purchasing, all the indirect costs that
yeah.
Yeah,
continue to go with it.
right.
You know, but
I really believe that people would do that. Now they're gonna expect a little bit more of a bump in the night.
Right.
Yeah. They're gonna wanna see balloons and cotton candy and
I
games.
just remember it was such a,
It was
I
fun.
was
we
gonna say it
give
was,
the kids, each
weekly
kid
time.
$1 and they would be going
Yeah.
to and playing games.
a weekly carnival.
We can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I mean, they had all kinds of games.
Oh, we can do it.
There you go.
I know we can do it. I've done it.
I know, and have to do one more time. One more
One
time.
more time.
Feel,
Done one more
Yeah.
One
time.
more time?
feel the pain.
Okay.
Well, we need
He
to,
felt the pain.
I,
we need
I
to
was
get
just-
younger people
He was-
involved.
duck race. It's kind of like,
Oh, pepper people.
Oh, my God.
yeah,
But
we-
you know what? You have one duck race a year and that would fund everything.
That's
How
true.
much did we make? Raises?
wow. We were up probably 25,000 total,
Yeah.
and we were doing a 50-50, so I would suggest a lower payout. But yeah, they were
Yeah,
pretty
So we
significant.
all gotta get on the committee.
Well, they would have to form a Friends of the,
Friends of the band concert, but that's a 2-minute deal. That's
Mhm.
$35.
Anyway, yeah, we had done the duck race, we dumped them in, then for conservation, we made sure we walked along the banks and made sure there were no ducks.
Yeah, but there's a lot of, I mean,
It takes a little bit of.
We had one
organization.
here one year.
Hmm.
I think it was the Congregational Church had one.
Oh,
and the
All right,
conservation
it was
is
there.
very,
It was in
we're off
Disney.
point, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, it's kind of like, sorry.
Before
1 hour.
Yeah,
extended.
sorry.
Omnibus
Just
review.
I had omnibus
Well, we're
review
almost
because
done, did we?
we had gone through
On Tuesday.
on Tuesday,
Oh, you weren't here,
And it-
Jerry. We're not
right.
gonna repeat it.
That's all right, you don't have to, I'll take your word for it.
so we had them in. With the BPA, we have a little bit more detail behind some of the questions. we
Yeah,
had.
because you didn't get all the details, remember?
We didn't get all the-
Yeah,
Right, we didn't get all the details from everybody, but there's a little bit more in the PBA, and there's another document that backs this up with really all the detail.
okay.
But it's way too big to print out.
Oh, that's right.
What page?
So we're starting, I don't know.
Well, I don't know that we wanna visit everything,
We wanna visit the big numbers, like the 267% over.
What line, what
That's
page
on
are you
page
on?
one.
Page
Okay.
one. BOS professional
1, 2, 3,
service.
Right.
4.
and again, it's kind of like
It's under
a
expended.
line may be over, but when we look at the section, it's only at 60.
I know, but I understand that, I get it, the section,
Oh, I see that.
but I do think that when it's over 267%.
Yep.
That we should have some questions. I understand it's not
Well,
bumping the
Yep.
section.
and I think if it's something as simple as the wrong account number was put on,
Mhm.
and it's easy enough to do,
Yep.
it should be straightened out,
Correct, good point.
Yeah, it's,
so that you can track those expenses.
but that's what the monthly mailings to department heads is supposed to be, and Board of Selectmen should be watching this. This was more,
Could be, maybe.
I know I did, cause I had spreadsheets, and if they matched, they matched, if they didn't, then I was researching.
right,
I
to
mean,
see where the
Well,
difference
that's you.
was.
and there were times I messed up.
No, but we all do with numbers.
Right,
But it is
Exactly.
possible because it's 6,713 and 2 lines down, it's 6,500. So that would change dramatically that line.
right, if it.
I mean,
That's
dramatically.
what it is.
Now, and that would be nice, but what if it isn't?
Right,
Then we've
got a question there.
then we have
But-
questions.
I mean, we have questions there, but it was more when we were preparing the budget for next year. This is a reference back to take a look at,
Oh, for last year.
right, so we're looking at FY 27. This is only to say, because our questions were, and I'm gonna, the one that I had where, that comes to mind with the treasurer. Last year, it was 2,800, now it's down to like 100.
well, and there is a concern there as far as I'm concerned.
Mhm.
145% have been
Yeah.
This
spent
year.
on that,
Yeah.
Right,
on that exact
on that
line
exact
item.
line, so
So what's
those,
the 13,670? Oh, that's professional service. Okay.
right,
So
so
145 is the equipment rental, which
Yeah.
was what last year?
it was about 2,800, I think, when we looked at.
Yeah, I think,
No, that was one of the details that we asked at the last meeting to get.
Right, and so this is one piece of it, and the next one is, we prepare our list of questions and speak with the treasurer, collector to validate that the FY 27 number is a proper number for that line. So, this again is
Well-
only a picture of where we are.
This is a treasure.
because the treasurer requested 1,670, and the proposed is 500.
Right,
So,
and the
Yeah.
current line is.
and if they've spent $416.95, I believe my addition's right.
Yeah.
Then I don't know how much more they have to spend on that.
Right,
That's
yeah,
something
because you're at 3/4 of the year.
needs to be looked at.
Right. Yep. That's what this was meant to really do. When we see a number and we have a question with the FY 27 budget, we come back here and look at it, but again, if the answer is that there's enough money in some of the budget lines in here. Because again, the total for expenses is only at 57% so far, and we don't know what.
You mean the
contracts-
section, you're talking about the section, right?
The section.
And the Board of Selectmen Professional Services,
Mhm.
this is a side note, is being proposed at 5,000.
Yeah.
And here it was 4,000, so they're coming up $1,000.
Right, and we've actually spent 10,700 so
Right.
far.
Right.
So the question is, are we adequately preparing
Yeah.
funding that line for next year? What happened this year that drove it higher than there, and, you know, we're looking at it. But again, the section, and again, maybe this is just a driver to go back and look at it and make adjustments if something is posted incorrectly. No, and I know, it's kind of like, these account numbers are so close together, you can make a typo,
Oh, sure, yeah.
you can, and hit that. So,
Oh,
do we, I'm thinking with all these questions, does it make more sense to take it, do the homework and come back?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay,
I do. Cause I think there's a, well, if we look at the section, it's not there, but when we look at the individual line items,
right, we have questions with that,
and let's hope it's just a typo.
right?
I mean, there's one in here for 500 something. What the heck was it?
yeah, with that one.
Oh, yeah, 546.
What line item was that,
Yeah.
Mary Jane?
I gotta find it.
And you're
Oh,
only-
okay, it is in, Board of Health,
Okay,
and it's the office supplies.
yes,
534% over, is that because of the dates crossing over for buying the stickers?
it may be that, or,
That shouldn't come out of that account.
but see, that's the thing, did they put an item into
Here,
this?
it's on page 19. And
Thank
it's midway,
Yeah. Yeah, so,
1, 2, 3, see it in the fourth column, fourth section?
yeah, so in a case like that, that question would go back to them, are we doing the right for next year, or did something get miscoded and it went into the Board of Health instead of the enterprise fund?
Yeah,
You know, was this an office supply for the enterprise?
oh, and it was supposed to go,
Right, it was supposed to go
Back
into a
into-
different account
okay.
and it just went to this one. That,
And then there's one for mileage, 308% over, where the heck did they go?
again,
They could have, it could have gone to like a conference or something.
right, and there's a lot of travel back and forth.
And how many went to that?
Yeah. I mean,
How many
that-
went?
I just think like 300% overs. And
But it was, I think they,
I-
but I think they had dropped it from the year before. I think it was 250 before and they dropped it to 50.
Oh, I see. So they
Oh,
drop
okay.
it and they drop back and it's like football, and I get it.
So, and again, 250 is only a number that's coming to my head. There's a lot of 250 averages that I've seen in the budget over the years.
A lot that are hideously over, just a couple, and I bet for that.
Yep.
Oh, wait, here we go. Cemetery parks, hey, 204% over on there.
Very good.
We're on page 18, it's on the other side, you guys turn it over. 204% over on building maintenance.
Well, yeah, I think. Can you imagine?
He's kind of low on his building maintenance, I believe, right?
No, are we talking Roger or Rod?
Could be both,
Or does
but,
it matter?
no, it's kind of like, right, if that's Cemetery and Park, it's Roger.
Oh, wait, I can't remember mine, oh my god, this is just, I need a ruler,
I left them at home.
Oh. you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So I think I made a mistake, hold on. It's the 204 is, yeah, building maintenance, I did make a mistake. Yes, I didn't.
building maintenance or building maintenance supplies?
building maintenance is 204. I mean, Roger always answers these questions.
Right,
in
he
answer.
was so that was 500 before and it got dropped to 200. No,
So to make
they're
it
looking
so-
at dropping it to 200. So,
And vehicle supplies,
mhm,
vehicular, is that how you spell it,
Yeah.
really? Well, they're probably only gonna go up with the gas, the price of gas right now, so you know,
mhm,
pickle.
right.
That's already 265% over.
Do we have a contract
Oh, go ahead.
for what where the gas supplier is?
Don't we get our own gas?
You need gasoline?
Yeah,
They
gas-
get, they fill up at the,
Highway department,
highway department.
yeah, kind of sorry.
Can we go back to the Board of Health for a minute, when we're done with that one?
Okay, and that's, yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's,
So, yeah, so Board of Health.
Yeah.
Professional services, they dropped it down to $50,
mhm,
and right now they're at 190%. Office supplies, they've dropped down to $25.
Maybe they're taking it out of the general, of the new.
662.
so those are the questions, they may have started taking it from the enterprise funds.
Yeah, but office supplies,
Mm. Well, and that's,
it still needs
he needs things, yeah,
stuff.
$50 worth of stuff.
Yep.
That's
I mean, yeah, I mean, she still
right,
needs supplies.
it's a little,
Twenty pens and paper and tape and.
maybe not,
Right.
maybe.
And what about,
I think that's an error, it's gonna be.
well, that's, those
Those are
are,
our questions,
those
that's
are
why
our,
we're here.
those are our questions that we,
I mean, I don't like that.
no, I think in some cases we may have cut too much, and that's why looking at the DBA that we,
Right,
We,
because I might not have noticed that.
right,
And maybe it's a typo,
It's a C line 662
and we don't have lines like that.
for office supplies and travel mileage but that's just the land engineering total. So
oh, you're in land engineering,
I just don't, well, that's what it says under Board of Health, office supplies and travel. And it says C line 662, but that's the land
okay,
bill. So I don't know,
Mhm.
this, I have questions about that.
I have questions about, I don't,
Mm,
I don't understand, Rob's department is, what is,
facilities,
or it's facility. So what, certain facility department?
correct,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's not, cause I see here building maintenance and repairs, I think that should be really Rob. But it's under, say, parks.
Oh, so they take care of their own building
as does fire, as does
and
police,
police and fire.
library, yeah, no, library,
So, let's go to the
not
library.
library,
Library, he takes care of library, senior
Yeah.
center, this
How
building.
does he's one person, how does he do that?
Superman.
Well, he has a cleaner that's minimal,
All right, minimum, right.
But repairs, I mean,
but
right.
for repairs,
Fix that.
and
Yeah.
that's the problem he has with his budget every year.
and going around to find them, the repair necessary before
Yeah.
it becomes
Mhm.
an emergency.
Right, and that's what the evaluation was supposed to have been giving us.
Yeah,
is-
and
So,
Oh.
let me just ask you, so some departments take care of their own cleaning
yeah,
and other departments.
Right.
Well, I mean, the senior center of the library, that's a big facility.
and the cleaner does that
Mhm.
The
and.
cleaner does that,
Didn't they hire?
but how?
I thought they were talking about
Hire a third
that
person.
they needed, the library needed to
Their
hire.
own,
Oh, they need to hire their own cleaner.
Yeah, because there was issues over there.
yeah,
There were-
there was issues that response was not as needed to be,
Well, they probably get a lot
That's
more
because-
people passing through than
Well,
any
they
place
do.
else.
they do,
Yeah, so they would need a
They
cleaner, I
do.
think, more often, I would think.
Cause I know the cleaner does not come here every day. used to, but he
Hmm.
doesn't anymore.
Right,
Because his budget was cut in half.
it's timeshare, yeah.
No, we didn't come here. So does that mean the senior center and the library?
I don't know how often he goes
Hmm.
there. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Well, you know, well, that's why I'm thinking, how often does he go there? Because it's a food facility for one thing.
Yeah.
And you get, you know,
But I don't know if he touches that.
well, he's gonna do the floors, right?
I don't know.
I'm not talking about necessarily the kitchen, but I mean,
I'm not sure. I don't know what's in his.
In food prep, for sure, you gotta make sure.
But I don't know if the people who work there clean.
Hmm,
oh, I,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
right, questions for?
when you say the people work there clean, what do you mean? Who are you talking about?
The kitchen
The
people,
kitchen staff, kitchen
if
staff.
when they're done, they clean it all.
Well, who does the vacuuming and who does the floors and who does that? And all,
I would think the cleaner does that.
but he's only part-time. That could be, I mean, that
Goes
building
in-
itself is,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
big, it's huge, and you've got all those people that are
You
in
get
there.
the kids in and out all,
Mhm.
yeah,
In the
until
winter.
Well, that's what I'm
afternoon.
saying,
See, I'm not-
that could be a job in itself.
Right.
Oh, yeah, there's issues.
Those are the,
Well, I
I
think we
think,
are,
the bigger questions.
Well, those are the
we ought to think about
services,
that for a little
those are
bit.
the services, I guess, that we're
Right.
compromising because
Because we've cut,
we, not only did we cut, but we allocated recklessly.
well, then, I mean, the cuts we had last year after the budget
Mm-hmm,
failed and the override failed.
mm-hmm.
There was a pretty significant cut to the facility staff.
Oh, no, I know, he was cut big time, yeah.
And,
Well,
you know,
yeah, there used to be
So, I don't
a
think.
30-hour position, a 40-hour position, and then they used to have somebody doing the senior work
Part-time.
program, and then
A part-time person.
So there was a lot more hours were
There was,
spent.
there was more hours in the
plus,
day,
plus the full-time cleaner.
Oh,
So they
then it was
came in every
full-time?
day.
Oh,
so,
Yeah,
yeah, so there.
so that department got decimated.
yes.
Mhm, right, and so I think we start seeing the results of that, and,
And the upkeep of the building.
Right.
Then that, yeah,
The thing is, the number of people that are in a building too, I mean, that should be taken into consideration.
so.
Yeah.
But those are the questions, and that may be the bigger, how do we go on, what's the right number of hours to really, and that's.
yeah, I think
what's
that's
the right
critical.
number of
I
hours
mean,
to really
cleanliness is
maintain?
gonna take care of, you've got health, I mean, you've got colds, you've got bacteria, you got kids with
Dust.
the petri dishes of the century, you know,
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Right, and which is another
and that
thing,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
And then
right,
they have-
recreation.
and then touching the garment
The
and all that.
books.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I can see where that could launch a real horror show in certain,
Oh, absolutely.
I do.
So,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
so when we get to that portion of the budget with
Yeah.
facilities, and that's.
And I know it's not money that we're talking about right now, and I know we went off topic a bit with Betty, but our job, I think, is to get to the root, not just deal with the money, not just deal with the numerical.
Deal with the root of the
It's
problem,
The root of the problem, I really do believe that, and after Karen said that we should all be reading about what our real job is, that was an eye opener.
Really.
I'm not bringing it up tonight,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was an eye opener about negotiations
Mhm.
and about sustainability. That's huge. It's all
Yeah,
about
and that's-
sustaining the budget.
Right, how do you sustain the budget and where we are, right?
Yeah, and it's not just the number, it's
No, it's.
why is it happening, like asking her. I didn't know about the rates. I was really harsh on her, because I thought she was way over budget. I mean, way over.
I didn't know.
I thought she had like 4 wreaths
Right.
through in the river,
Yeah.
and that was it. And that was eye opening.
Yeah,
But I also think that
but
we
that's
had.
why we need to meet with each department.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, and we were not afforded that. But the other thing we found out from talking to her, was kind of solutions that she could
Deal with.
Right,
deal with that would
Mhm.
lessen for next year.
yeah, exactly, so,
I don't think it was off topic.
no, not ultimately, I mean, we were trying to throw out ideas to try to backfill the funds that have been cut from her budget
Right.
for this year. It's kind of
And
like,
it's
so,
not really creating policy, it's just listening and finding out why.
Mhm. Right, yep.
And I thought you had good questions, Jared. You delivered them really.
Thank you.
No, it's kind of, that's the piece. It kind of,
So I think we gotta look at facilities, cause that could
it,
launch 1,000 deaths.
yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
literally.
facilities is one and the others that we had identified, but, like I say, we can go through what we had, for the questions, take a look, and then next Tuesday, we can prepare our questions for.
Oh, the
hearing on-
recommendations for the
I-
town
right.
meeting?
Right, but before that, to Kiernan is coming in. next
Oh, that's
Thursday.
right, for our Karen interview, right?
Yep. Yep.
And what's he doing? He's present,
It's to get our feedback about the budget, anything that may need to change before he does and schedules a
Public
he
presentation.
does listen.
He
I
does,
did notice
Yep.
that about him.
right. As he said, there was that line for the TA.
Mhm. He went right and fixed it, yeah.
He went in and changed it based on the conversations we were having in that meeting. Now, again, it's not cast in stone yet, but
Right,
it
right.
kind of. But it is
Right.
continuing, so,
And I have been listening, a lot of towns, all the towns in the world are having the same problem.
yes.
So we're not alone, not that that matters, but,
No, but
so something's wrong with the whole system.
something is wrong with the whole system and it's kind of like, and I'm seeing it on the news programs, whether it's Massachusetts, whether it's New
Mhm.
Hampshire, huge school budget deficits
Mhm.
are coming in and being identified, not, so again, we commend the work that the schools did this year. It's kind of like, it really, they came in at the.
What do they plan to come in at? Final,
2.4?
2.04.
what, really?
2.04, yeah.
So far, again, that's
Mhm.
still best for where we are, but, so yeah, it's kind of like, and that's biggest chunk of our budget. Is that, but it's that way in every town.
But I also think that economic, revenue coming in
Mhm.
is equally as important, and I don't think that's been addressed for years.
Right.
Here. The tax base,
Mhm.
But that's probably why we need a big override to bring everything up so that we're on a level playing field,
I understand that, Kathy, and I agree with you at some point, however,
but not right now.
not right now, not
Not
with the current,
not right now,
not with the demonstrated history.
and we talked about, a little bit about it when we were going through the budget the
Mm-hmm.
other day, the lines like town clerk. If the town clerk wins the lottery and resigns, that line is not adequate to cover having to hire.
We should have a real budget, what you're saying, the real numbers,
Just like we're doing with the town administrator,
And,
for a new town
Right.
administrator.
yeah.
and working in,
Or like the police chief,
That-
I mean,
Right.
fire chief,
well, yeah, that's not our real.
For the police
That-
chief,
no, for the
Police
fire
chief
chief.
is going up based on a new contract, and so that's going up, but the fire chief is based on a 32-hour week and what he's taking. But again, if we go back 5, 6, 7 years, the salary for a fire chief was 130.
oh, I see.
Then, it's kinda like, because we are where we are with the fire chief, and we appreciate it, but budget-wise, when that triggers and we have to pay a 40-hour chief a full salary.
So he's not doing us any favors, that's what you're telling.
No, he did because it got us through our budget, but that's everything we've been doing is budget year to year to year. We never
We need
looked,
to look out.
Oh, hand to mouth, you're saying hand to mouth.
Hand
yeah.
to-
right, hand them out, 1 year,
Right.
1 year to 1 year, we balance.
So we don't have a
Because
real,
we know that his
estimate.
retirement is looming. I mean, and it could be, I mean, he could quit tomorrow and then we're out,
Yeah,
right,
Right.
you don't know.
no, it's kind of like, again, it's kind of like you can age out of this, you have to age out of
age
the
out,
system,
yeah.
as the last police chief did. It's kind of like, and
67. When is it? I
it's
heard it went up,
65.
but I heard it went up to 67 now.
I think that's part of the Municipalities Empowerment Act. And I haven't seen that pass in the State House yet. Because I've been keeping an eye on that one because there's so many other pieces. You can start signing 5-year contracts for a town administrator instead of 3. There's less paperwork in town clerk's office. There's so much into that, and I think that's why, it's kind of like,
Probably your mom.
yeah. Sorry, but that's the thing, those are out there, but until they get passed,
Oh, yeah, they're
Yeah,
not there.
just-
Yeah, they don't even.
Yeah, how long is that gonna take?
right, exactly, and it's been the last 3 sessions, I think, and they haven't passed it.
10 years though.
No way. I think
No, no,
5
no.
years is too long.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing, it's
Three.
kind of like with, when you get a town administrator, if it's somebody
Well,
wanna
if
work
he's
out,
proved himself over, a period of time, and
Right.
then it's like we wanna keep.
you
him.
do,
I don't know,
you do
I'm
it
a
3,
merit person.
you do it-
I think people should be paid on merit, not just.
Right.
Cause they've been there forever.
but that's, again, that is up and down the whole thing, and that's negotiating with unions and.
And believe me, when you read the mass, whatever it's called,
Mhm.
about
Gee.
budgeting
Yeah.
and, yeah,
Mm,
and
all
how
of
it
that.
happens, that is a huge amount.
Mm.
Negotiations is a paragraph.
Yeah.
Eye opener.
Mm,
That's why we should have an independent person.
right, and that's, you
Without question.
You weren't here the other.
you weren't here for the other day,
No, yeah.
it's kind of like, but that's okay, it's kind of like, you mentioned it, you get caught up.
Yeah.
It was
No.
being added into a single line, and we're recommending that if people come in, an individual line.
Yeah.
Two lines, one for the legal, one for.
And it actually outlines why you need the professional negotiator.
Yeah.
With a lawyer, because the legal aspects are contracts, restrictions, things, licensing, but the negotiation,
That's a
it's
whole,
a whole other story.
exactly.
Where is legal services?
Legal services
Oh, we had-
is just
Oh,
for
here it is.
IT.
They wanted to put 50,000 in the legal services.
Yeah.
They wanted to put 50,000, they budgeted $50,000
Additional.
additional for legal services.
Well, they're at 90, almost 92%.
And what page is that on, Kathy?
That's on page 4.
So, no, okay, yeah,
I'm so confused.
yeah, no, okay, so you're looking at where we are this year,
So, yeah, the legal services thing.
right, the budget for next year,
But I was told that one of the legal services issues, and this,
it's separated,
this,
yeah.
this is another budget thing, is that I was told by one of the select that part of the budget for the legal fees was because of the requests for public records. Because I guess you have to ask if it's okay and see how much you
Not
can
all the
give.
time.
Not all the time.
Not all the
but-
time,
but-
yeah.
So I would, if that's the case, that a lot of the legal fees are going for public records things, why isn't everything online?
Exactly,
I'm sorry.
exactly.
You can submit online, you can get to the form, you can submit, but we used to have the full list of all of them online, so you could see the status of them, and
No,
I
I'm talking
can't-
about the documents that are being requested. Why aren't they online?
well, they were, it's kind of like, I haven't found it recently on the Townsend website, but every request came in, and you can see the request that came in, what was being requested, and then the response and what was replied to. So you could see all the documents that went in both directions. So if you had the same question in the same area, they didn't have to do this new, the answer was
Request
already
for it,
there.
because, or they could send
It
them
was
the
already there.
link. Here
Yeah,
you go,
here's
here's the
a
link.
link to the.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why it has to be a legal thing. It's a public
No, no, no.
document, it should be accessible.
Certain parts of it may need to get to legal. How much can you disseminate?
Well,
What's
to
legal
start
to
with.
disseminate?
To start with,
Mm,
but then once that's been released once, that's a public record.
right.
Excuse me? This is Cindy.
Hi, Sydney, sorry.
Thanks for waking me up, Cindy.
Hi. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, the public records are all online. Whenever
Oh, they
you request them online on the town clerk's webpage, and it goes right on the website. And then when each response, it goes on the website, so everybody can read every public record that is
And
requested.
all I'm
by
saying-
anybody.
All I was saying is I used to be able to find it and I can't find it anymore, but I think, so it's good to know it's there. I'll just keep
Yeah.
looking.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Request a document if I can get it online.
Correct. And that's why it's there, but if we don't know how to get there and you can't put in a search to say public, the records request and get to a link to it,
Wow,
it's kind of like, it makes it difficult for you to know the information's there. So that's something of, how do, you know, how does the.
And I don't know what the
information
rest of the legal piece was for, I mean, contract review.
Negotiations.
Right.
Oh, negotiation.
Yeah, I will say, because of the audit committee, I know we when we were going out to bid and get the contract, they were reviewing the bid requirements. Then when we posted, we got the quotes and the contracts, they would review the contracts, sign off on them, know that they were good. And they can go there. So they are doing those reviews. And so it's not just one department or anything. It's kind of like it is up and down. Anybody that's getting a contract, they are reviewing them. And I'm sure that every warrant article is investigated, planning, open space, all of those
Rights,
reviews.
motions.
Yeah, yep. It's kind of like there's a lot of legal that is going on. So, okay, so we're doing a lot of.
We're doing a lot of questioning, we're not
Yeah.
getting a lot of.
You're not getting a lot of answers, but that's where we really need to buckle down for next.
And you know what, almost everyone you look at, it's other expenses, office supplies, those are the two like biggest
Mhm.
offenders of what is it, and you've been saying that for years.
And-
No one wants to hear it.
Miscellaneous stuff,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Right, and just so you know,
Mhm,
you're looking at those numbers,
mhm,
but what you don't see, and I'll point out that Cemetery and Parks
mhm.
has an account that they charge to, and the percentage will be 0, but there was no money in the budget, so it looks like 0,
Mhm.
even though they're spent. So if somebody spent 100,000 on that line, it would still say 0.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That works. It's a secret line.
It's just the math on how it goes. If there was no beginning amount, they do a calculation that it will show overdrawn, but it doesn't show a percentage because there was nothing to do the calculation against.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, I
only
see what you're
$100. It's kind of like,
saying.
but,
Yeah, so I shouldn't only be looking at the big numbers.
that's my point, yeah. It's kind of like, that's all. It's kind of like, I just want people to be aware when you're looking at that, which, if you're only looking at one piece of data, you may be missing some of the other stuff.
So,
And that's why I used to like getting it in an Excel form, because I could do
I'll
that.
see all those columns.
Yeah, I could see those columns and.
I
put it in.
still think that we have to go back next year with
Yeah.
Phil here. We have to go back and meet with the department heads with that form that we
Yes,
voted on,
right,
so that we can get all the information
Yep.
and sit down face to face,
Mhm.
like we did with Betty.
correct. And
But it's not too late, we could still meet with the department.
still-
head.
I got not enough hours.
if we have questions, yeah,
That's
we,
not enough hours.
there's not enough hours, but if we focus it, we could bring a few department
I
heads
think we
in.
start the budget way too late. I really do.
No, we didn't, we weren't, we didn't have the.
No, I know,
Well,
I know.
but
Oh, you think we should, well, according to the manual, you're supposed to be working on it all year long.
and again, pieces of
I
this,
believe that.
we,
Yeah, mhm.
we started in December, first week of January.
We should have been
the first-
starting in August.
Should have started in November, you know.
Right.
August,
Yeah,
You're right.
the first
but it's in.
revisions came in at the beginning of January, but then we came back with
It's too late.
But we're supposed to be doing other kinds of things with the
Right.
department heads.
Yeah.
Well,
and again, that's one of the reasons why I
and
have,
whose decision is that?
well,
Well, I guess that,
it's gonna be ours.
oh,
We
have to.
need to,
We need to stop
right,
being pushed around.
and
There,
that's,
we would count.
we do come.
and again, that's why one of the reviews are for the revolving accounts, because we haven't reviewed them, but one of the warrant articles is validating what the numbers are. And so.
I'm dying to see some of those revolving accounts.
Right, and again, it's, you know, we set at the annual town meeting, the spend out of those accounts. And so
All right,
we-
I understand,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we're coming in to look at them, and now we're gonna have a new revolving account for band. So then,
You
Yeah.
already come with.
And projects.
band budgets. Yeah, it's kind of like, so those are the pieces, and so we just continuing and still on here. When we get the warrant articles for the annual town meeting and the SD and the special, it's kind of like those are still to come. So,
No.
yeah.
Did we sell the
it's kind of
fire
like- it's-
engines yet?
What?
I don't know.
What did you
Did-
say?
did
Did we
Eric?
sell the fire engines yet?
still, I don't, are the new ones,
Yes.
you know,
We have the new one.
We have.
both new ones are in
We have
operation.
two new
Okay.
ones.
They're down in the, where's the harbor?
Number three is in the harbor anyways, I don't know about the other. one.
Okay. One in the harbor, one here.
Just asking.
We're not running out of bays to store. Kinda,
Does that sound familiar?
all
Well,
that should be
we
fun.
got a ladder truck and we had no garage to put it
Hmm.
in years ago, the ladder truck. Because it's too
Yeah.
big.
Too big, yeah.
Yeah, because it wouldn't fit in that
Wouldn't
garage.
fit
Yeah.
right.
Oh my
And that was,
God. Is that why you built the great big Jagunda one?
Well,
No, that and the brick building is not the best condition.
The new one?
Okay, no, the old brick building, the old firehouse.
no, I'm not,
Oh, on Elm
but they used to
Street.
park out here.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And-
that's right,
yeah.
yeah.
120,
Okay.
who's that?
Management
Systems, what's that? Management Info Systems.
okay,
Oh, that's
that's
Guardian.
the, if it's the $160,000 line, that's Guardian, so we're.
$150,000.
I have a question.
Yeah, I'm glad you're gonna ask.
Okay, we use Guardian here,
We do,
okay. The water department uses White Mountains.
correct,
Library uses Vanguard or Vega or,
CW Mars,
CW Mars.
And why are they?
And the police
And the
have it,
police have their own and the fire have their own.
oh, the fire has their own also.
I think so.
Are they the
I
same?
thought they were all
It may be this.
Vanguard. I thought, isn't it?
Vega.
Vadar is the
Vadar.
accounting system, that the Vadar is how they, where they type in, the budget
Oh, the
and make payments.
Oh,
Okay,
and
so
do the checks from.
why do we use that and the water department uses something else? Because I'll tell you why, because they don't care for that. Yeah,
Oh,
but shouldn't the whole town be on one?
Well,
one
the
thing.
the police and fire, I think, because they have, documents that
For
are
security.
very
Security,
protected
yeah.
and for security, they use a higher level.
and CW Mars for the library, that is,
library
that
specific.
programming is library specific. CW Mars is pretty much every library.
Every library.
in the
Yeah.
state.
Oh,
Because they're interconnected.
They're interconnected, you can borrow from one library, you order,
Kind of like the state computers in
Right.
the office.
right,
Yeah.
that are not connected.
so they come from
Yeah.
one server to the library,
But,
all the libraries.
Right.
but I understand what you're saying, because water,
Mhm.
town hall,
That's
Bills,
what I'm saying.
but all our bills are outsourced,
So there's,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, we need more investigation on this.
Well, I
Put
mean,
that down on the list.
it's,
I get too many words.
it's sort of there, I mean, it's part of why we, with the,
but it just seems like the
it's
number
kind of like,
is very high for
The
just
clear cut
covering
thing, you were eloquent on that.
a
I'm
couple of
sorry.
buildings.
You get 15 different
But-
things.
but
You
that-
should have one thing, clear
this-
cut.
this is the same,
But I get the police and fire can't be in it. I get that.
but
Yeah.
there needs to be an interconnectivity map and how everything is interfacing. I don't know, that's, if Guardian has done it for us, that would be good, because that's something that you have on your IT. An IT map and how everything is mapped out and used and connected, like how many
Why
laptops.
can't we ask them to send us that?
We'll see, but if it's a special project, then, it'll cost
Yeah, but
money.
shouldn't that be something that they know automatically by pressing a button?
They may have already done it when they did all the rewires and we put in the fiber optic stuff and did away with some of the servers and things a couple of years ago.
I would think that they would have that because they would have to refer to it if we have any issues.
Right, exactly. So they may have it, and for the others, it's just drawing a line that says, this line goes out to the fire, this line goes to the police, but for the rest of town, even the buildings like cemetery and parks need to be connected on this network, so there's wiring to connect them, and
That's what I don't understand, because I deal off the service all over the country. I don't understand why we can't go to Highland Street.
well, we do, it's kind of like it is now connected with fiber optic, but old school, we had a computer on both ends and a connection between those two computers that were talking, so those, there was a lot of hardware we would
Like,
put.
countries ago.
It took us a while to get rid of.
Oh, my word.
So, but yes, it's kind of, I mean,
But
just,
that really doesn't answer my question,
Yeah.
so
no, it's kind of like,
why they're using White Mountain and we're,
they
you know, they're using.
they're an enterprise and they're running off their own enterprise piece, and we haven't,
They still
we-
belong
we
to the
as a-
town of Townsend.
we as a town haven't looked at,
Well, maybe that's the deal, we haven't looked at.
right,
There you go.
or who do we have that can look at it and come up with
I
that
see, this is the
infrastructure?
whole problem, this is the problem.
But that again, that needs to be the people, the overseers of the department. Now, right, going
That's
back
us,
to,
isn't
going
it?
back to your MMA, one of the things that I read recently is that the finance committee, as people are coming in with these requests for new software pieces and that one of the authorities is to make sure it fits into the architecture structure and in the vision of what the town's IT should be looking
We
for,
don't have a vision.
which is,
Do they? I mean,
they have a vision, they want budgeting software. And
that's not a vision.
I think that's the vision as it's applied
It's a
to this.
request, that's not a
It's-
vision.
Well, but that's the thing, it's kind of like, so that's why we looked at it and said, yes, for what it does, it's pretty, but there's no real connection. How are we gonna get the data?
Exactly, right.
How are we gonna get the data from Vadar in there? How is it gonna work? When you run a report at the end of the year, is it based on what you budgeted in May? Or the actuals at the end of the year, which means then you have to take and get that end of the year data back into the budgeting software, which is another interface,
Mhm.
and build a file, transfer it, get it back in there. That picture wasn't painted for us. It's kind of like, so it wasn't a complete solution. It was,
This is what I want. It was reckless spending.
this is budgeting software. So we all agreed, we voted on it, that it was come up with other additional options.
So you're
not
right
done.
on. Yeah, and one of the questions we should have been able to ask whoever gives us presentations is, how is that
Correct.
how are they all gonna
How are they gonna interact?
interact
Right.
with each other? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we weren't allowed to ask any, but that was sales
That-
pitch 101.
Right. And there was no follow-up. It was
No.
a sales pitch, this is our
Yep,
software,
and this is what you're
and there
gonna
was
get.
no follow-up
No, he was.
with it. And again, we had sent, and again, timing wise, the email was sent that said that finance committee wanted to see 2 or 3 others plus Vadar.
They didn't
Right.
have
Plus
it.
Vadar.
And we were ignored. I know you're gonna be nice about it, and they were busy, but we were ignored, and so we don't have the information.
We-
So we have another year that we don't make that decision.
No, but, and again, all of this it was probably state of the art and good 5 years ago when it was introduced. Life cycle of that software, and especially with AI coming in, AI, you can put your requirements, voice your requirement. I wanna see a chart of this data and this data over 5 years. It's kind of like, and as long as the AI is set up with the activity to the database, it should be able to generate those things for you. I mean, I can do it today in Excel. If somebody wants to see, I build the budget many different ways. it's all about how the data is put together. How are your data elements designed to be able to get you to that point?
Oh, didn't one of the residents stand up at the town meeting and say that maybe he thought that Excel was wonderful and that maybe the users should be trained at the next level of use of
Yeah.
Excel?
He did. I spoke to him after he was
Yeah.
heading out of the country, but he'll be back for,
He said,
he'll be back at,
I don't,
election.
you know,
time.
I don't remember his name. What's his name?
Jason.
Yes,
Lenny
he
Carroll's,
said,
Yes.
neighbor,
neighbor.
he, cause they would go back and forth. And
Mhm.
he got up and said that he vouched for Excel.
Yeah.
And he thought that more training was needed by the users and
Right,
that we could use Excel in lieu of all these other things.
It is, it's kind of like, but again, it gets back to the data element. Do you have enough background data elements still to be able to provide you that data you're looking for?
Right.
And so it's kind of like, I sort of built those for myself. I mimicked, what we were producing, like the sections. I would put general government on every line that was general government. I would put safety on every line that was safety. I would identify the subtotal lines and things like that so that, I knew they were subtotals, so I could exclude subtotals and I could come up and match everything. So all of the black, segments, my numbers matched, but I wanted to make sure that all of that formula things that we kept on saying we always had bad formulas and things.
Oh,
That's how you eliminate it is they did one way of totaling it up over here. I did it a different way. And the totals matched. And when they didn't, I was able to go in and identify where there might have been a problem. And it's kind of like, so, but that's just me and how I use Excel. It's kind of
Right,
like,
cause you know what you're doing.
I mean.
I can't even get it to make the lines. You're gonna print something.
Yeah, so,
I wouldn't be.
so that's the thing. It's kind of like, it's all a matter of how much you use it,
Mhm.
and what you use it for. And so Yasser is right. It has the ability to do it, but it's, those pieces and it's kind of like, so yes, and once it's trained, I trained my vice president how to use it. And so he went into a meeting, he was moving data around and
It looked really good.
yeah, exactly. All the people, the directors and everybody else in the room with them, how do you know how to do it? But yeah, it's just a little bit of training. So as long as you have all those building blocks built, you can use the tools. It's called pivot tables and pivot charts. So every way you change and look at your data, the chart updates to what you're looking at and what you just did in the pivot tables. So, again,
Did you get it?
We
So-
had that a few years back with the budget book that was. given
right,
out.
the budget book is very
I mean,
columns, yeah.
Oh.
So, sorry, it's kind of like
Oh.
we're going,
We're
You know
going
what?
on.
I've seen the budget book from other towns. How come we don't have a budget book?
we
Do
stopped,
we?
we stopped filling in the data. It needed to be manually updated every year, and since Eric, or the gap, and then Eric.
Oh, the infamous gap, we've had 22 different TAs.
Right, it's kind of like, and once it was broken because we had an interim and didn't know what it was, the data broke, so now you've probably gone 5 years without that data.
Oh, and so you can't.
You either have to start from scratch and build it up, or you have to go back and rebuild.
Or ditch it,
Oh,
like
I
we
did.
did. Because there was a very impressive budget book, I will say. I saw Groton's.
Yeah.
It was very
They kind
impressive.
of, so, that's the piece. It's kind of like, how do we rebuild that kind of history and bring?
and I think people want that book.
I think,
I think taxpayers would love to see that book. Especially ones who understand it.
Yep.
Because there's unanswered questions in Townsend, I think.
yeah.
Okay,
Or
that's
it's
it.
kind of like,
Push my,
we need to, yeah, we went.
focus.
A little bit of.
Sorry, we were off
With-
topic, but we
with-
weren't off topic because we are the watchdog for the
Well, if
taxpayers.
you're
Right,
talking about budgets, I mean, you don't
Yeah.
have to have it.
Right.
You're right,
A budget
Jerry.
is a budget.
Right,
Right.
and it's included.
Well, if you don't
And-
talk
and how
about
you
it, you
present-
don't learn.
And-
That's right, and all we see are these numbers that mean zero.
And how you, how you present.
How did
the
you
numbers
get
to the
there?
town.
Where did they come from?
Right.
Everything's just gonna show that.
Okay, you know why? Because she was doing all those,
Yeah, I know, really.
kind of like Chris was, yeah, kind of like we,
Sitting in this chair for 3 days.
yeah, it's kind of like
Not-
this paper, this envelope, this label. Okay.
So we're gonna get, can we have another person come in that we can interview?
Oh, another department. I think I would,
Okay, Tuesday night, do we want to try to have,
Melissa.
Melissa in and who else? See if Rob will come back? Do we want to
Poor
call?
Rob, I feel
Poor
bad
Rob,
for
I
him.
feel
I
bad for
don't
him.
wanna hear it, I feel bad for him.
Well, Rob or, I had questions about, the election budget too.
Yes, we definitely
Okay,
did.
so
That
we
was,
want the election?
yeah,
Budget people?
town clerk, do we want Carla to come in, talk about the Board of Health?
Oh, yeah, because there's a question there that came up tonight
Hmm.
between the
Yeah.
differences. That would be good.
So, and again, these are short, 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, so who's coming in again?
Melissa, Harrison, and Carla.
So,
We already talked to Vicky in assessor.
Yeah,
And we talked
that's
to-
pretty
Okay.
straight.
We talked to someone else, we had the police, excellent, he does the
Yeah.
greatest presentations.
Did Jim Smith come in or was that capital? I get.
I didn't,
that was capital.
Okay,
It's kind of like, but, yeah, I have my own questions for Jim, like how many miles do we get out of the money state's giving us, because we're not funding. Again, it gets to the bigger
Yeah, I
budget
know.
thing, it's kind of like, so.
is it a kind
But-
question or is it a?
No, I can probably do it in an email to him, it's kind of like, it's sort of a curiosity thing, because
Oh,
the town a couple years ago for the budget, passed a pavement plan, it was fine.
oh, I remember that,
It was
yeah,
now 6 years ago, because,
it's not being done.
And how much money have we ever put in there?
but the 1 year we did.
1 year, the
200,000.
first year, that was
That was
it.
it.
We did
Andrew.
200,000 when Eric was here, because we had big, free cash year. But that was,
Oh, okay,
And-
yeah.
and
Well, what
again,
about the
but
550,000 that they wanted to give to the legal, can't we give that to the highway people?
the 50,000,
Yeah.
well, there's still,
What, we had pseudo on.
Well,
Yeah.
they're still putting it in the legal.
right, there's
We
still,
don't want it to go there, we're not
Well,
recommending that.
no, but I thought we were, but we wanted it on a separate line in that section.
Oh, I thought we
For
mixed it all
negotiation.
together, I'll have to ask
No.
Carol.
No, we had decided to do a separate line so that if it was truly for negotiations, that could
Yeah,
be
it wasn't.
covered, that would cover a negotiator if,
Right, and next
if we
year,
recommended
so-
it and they,
so the legal
Agreed.
line would stay pretty constant, but your negotiation line would be there and can drop off in.
The 50 going to
because if you
negotiation.
only have like one union to negotiate, it's not gonna be the same expenses if you have four
Right.
unions to
Which,
negotiate.
which may be why they wanted to go with the stabilization
just-
fund.
So they meet only with one?
They might only.
One union,
if-
thing.
Like
Yeah,
last year, it
if
was
one
police.
union has their contract running out, you gotta negotiate that, but the other,
Like,
the
So
other.
they don't, they don't write it down. No.
they're all
They're not,
over the
they're not coterminous, like the police, and that's why we're funding the
Okay,
police.
right.
So that was an example of a 1 year, one year, one union, 1 year. And this year is 5, so it's kind of like, but again, that could be.
Oh, that's right, they said it was for negotiation.
Right,
That's right.
right.
Yeah,
We
they
they did say that, but we didn't trust that that was
But wait a
fact.
minute, is negotiation through the lawyer that we, or.
Well, yeah, I know, they wanna use their lawyer.
Right.
And
I think, yeah, our recommendation is if it's for negotiations, that
they get a negotiator. I mean,
And
they
that's why
have.
I'd like to
Yeah.
break it out into a separate line,
Right.
Yeah.
so that
I
they
get
could
that.
use it.
and so you can
Shouldn't
see.
be the same.
No, but if it's there and we have 1 year, you know, it's kind of like if it's 50,000 for 5, then it's 10,000 for 1.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, so it gives you that ability to budget in the future,
Accordingly.
you know, when.
Yeah.
Yep. Much like
And
election.
it also keeps everybody on the up and up, because if they said it was for negotiations, you wanna be darn sure it's for negotiations, and not for legal fees for
That's,
other
that-
kinds of.
Yeah. so that's our
events.
recommendation when we get, when we're in the legal section of the
Okay,
budget.
I'll
So,
save it.
So, okay, but that's, you know, again, we talked about that on Tuesday and that is the line, and that's why we wanna make sure that we're straight on what we're.
Is Karen coming in next Thursday or?
Thursday.
Okay,
Yeah,
because,
for sure.
so we can ask them about, the expenses on the BVA for.
The board
We
of
can-
selectmen, the two hundred and forty-nine.
I can send an email to them on
Okay,
the side too, it's kinda like, we don't have to wait. Kinda like,
So we're meeting, Tuesdays and Thursdays now right up till town meeting, right?
yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
pretty much,
Well, you're scheduled, Jerry.
and again, one of the Thursdays, the 23rd is probably,
Is
unless,
that budget,
is the
public hearing
the
budget?
public
or
hearing
whatever?
budget, and I'm thinking that somebody might wanna hear finance committee.
I plan on going, I mean, if it's on a
Yeah.
Thursday night, instead of being here, we'll be there.
Right, that's what
Oh,
I
so
was
we
thinking.
should all go to that,
Yeah,
23rd, the budget night. Is
Right,
that,
it's
is that
tentative,
Karen's
it's
budget night?
Yeah.
tentative, yeah. And that's why I told them come tank if you want.
Okay,
yeah, no, if you,
Somebody doesn't like,
so that's okay.
Is that the school?
no, it's upstairs in the Great Hall, is this plan.
Okay, so it's not a joint, if we all
No, it's
go,
not a joint, we,
it's just
What if we all
an
show
it-
up?
it's
What's
an
gonna
information.
happen?
as long as we don't make motions and vote and try to.
we
do
just
business,
listen, not
just-
your mouth.
We just listen, and to that point, we will have reviewed most of the budget, and if we, you know, we'll say if we have the recommendations, we can say what we're recommending.
Or we can stand up and say what's the recommendation?
Well, again, if it's an open,
I think I would post just.
I think I'd post.
listen, we have enough time. It's
Okay,
kind of
then-
like-
And it doesn't have to be like a joint meeting.
Just joint
It's
meeting.
not a
just
joint
we
meeting,
all
it's doing
show up.
instant information.
Will you have to call the meeting to order?
Probably.
We can ask, it's an information session, and if we're only,
But if we're recommending.
no, we wouldn't recommend anything more than we've voted and recommended
But like,
in these meetings.
what if someone says, what does the finance?
We haven't, if it's something we haven't voted on.
But
we
then I
have
guess
discussions on it.
Dawn can have, if we have our recommendations, Dawn can get up and talk.
Yeah.
We won't be talking, he'll be.
Okay. If you want,
I think we
anybody,
could post just for the sake
Well,
of being safe.
we will check, it's kind of like, you know, if they're doing it as an information session, then.
Yeah, but we might get caught with our pants down and we should be ready,
We will check,
right?
it's kind of like,
You did that last year.
Plan B.
it will, plan B, are they doing training on the 21st?
Yes.
And we don't have
For
to,
what?
that's for ethics.
Ethics.
Apparently ethics training is needed in Townsend.
Okay, so.
10 AM,
What time, 10 AM?
yeah, here in the Great Hall.
Again.
Again, because it's
not-
already,
well,
but this
we-
is
But
not
this is
add
from-
up.
This is
This is from the state.
Yes, this is the real
Yes.
deal. As Cindy would say, the real deal.
Well, I'm glad I got my calendar filled out now.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I know, mine was pretty empty and now it's like, okay.
Yep.
No fun this month.
Yeah.
Okay, is that it?
That's all I have, I'm continuing to work on getting the revolving account.
Yeah, I
detailed.
would really like to see those, I think
Yeah.
that's.
Right, again, it's kind of like, we've always just gone, they put the numbers up and we say, yep, okay, that's what they were before, let's do it again.
Mhm.
But, and I know we have a process that if we approve an amount and they're gonna spend more in it, we have a process out of town meeting where finance committee and select board can both agree to a different amount. It's kind of like,
So when that amount is allotted,
mhm.
they don't have to spend that much.
No, that's their spending limit.
That's
It's
the
the,
limit.
yeah, this is the high level mark. It,
Is it for specific items or is it just the whole, whatever they need?
whatever they, for recreation is whatever they need, whatever recreation needs and uses that account for. When it's the firearms, it's kind of like, there's so many of them, it's kind of like
So-
cemetery.
So say $100,000, does that mean what they raise?
And there's a spending limit, so they can raise 200,000, but right now.
Oh, but in that 1 year, they can only spend 100.
Right,
Right.
Oh,
so if
it's the
so if
main
they,
thing to do with coming in, it's all about going out.
it's about going out, but if they took in 200, they're probably having a lot more students and they're gonna be
They may
Spending
be
more,
spending
spending
more, so
more.
they-
So it's
So
the
it may be-
percentage is,
may
yeah.
be a need, so we wanna see if we can find historically, is this number right? Or if they're not raising as much anymore and not spending enough, should we bring it down? I mean, those are questions we need. And I do have a follow-up because a couple of years ago, we got rid of 2 revolving accounts. And I wanna see if there was a little bit of balance in there, did we?
What
take
do
the
we
balance?
do with it?
Really,
Oh, I wanna know where the reading room
Well, that's
money
another
is.
one.
I wanna know where the Abraham E. French endowment
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that one doesn't have, reading room has a revolving account, but the other one doesn't.
Do I have money coming in and out
Um, for
for the Abraham French?
that one, I don't know.
I believe the way that that one works is that you can spend the interest on it, but when they run low, they take other worthy or poor funds and the selectmen vote to transfer it into that one, so that
Mm.
because there's a committee for that one.
Right.
Versus-
Yeah, there's
yeah.
trust fund, a lot of trust fund committees.
Most of them have, something in there saying who is allowed to give away the money, so to
Mhm.
speak. So if it's the selectmen can vote to put it in that fund to have it spent
Mhm.
by this other committee, but they have an application. There's a process to it. It's not just
Mhm.
like you go in and say, hey, I don't have enough money for groceries, can you?
Yeah.
Can you give me $200?
Yeah,
You know, it's not that type of thing.
Yeah. So, but I was surprised that there's a reading room account was like, everyone drew a blank.
Mm,
I know.
Cause it's $10,000 in 1934.
mhm, okay.
That was
a
not-
little different,
That was
yeah.
like a number.
that was another thing.
Yeah.
And now, now they don't know where it is?
What's been spent out of it.
Right.
And, yeah,
Mm,
and where it,
Where is it would be
okay.
first.
Well, yeah. And again, that's I think one of the tenants is the West Townsend Meeting Room.
One of the what?
One of the revolving accounts that we vote every year, so, I
is
would
it,
question, yeah.
number.
Yeah, we gotta get that,
Mm,
we gotta get more information.
yeah, so that'll
Oh, my word. this
That
makes
may-
me-
figure
Go
something.
home, go to bed.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't wanna talk to anybody ever again.
okay, then I will,
No, it's not you, believe me.
no, it's
the
kind of
rest of
like
the-
we're all there. I'll put together an agenda for Tuesday, get it posted. We're mostly gonna be going over our questions and getting into.
Yeah, we have to hone in on our.
Right, we have to,
recommendations.
we wanna make sure that we're concise and clear on what we're looking for.
And hopefully we'll have the revolving account
Tuesday.
Information,
Tuesday,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So is that it?
That's all
Tonight.
on the agenda,
I make a motion that we adjourn
Second,
at
8:21.
8:21.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn, all in favor,
I.
Aye.
all opposed? Unanimous, we stand adjourned.